Okay, so Siman Yud Gimel Halacha Gimel. So says the Mechaber, Im noida lo b'Shabbos kashu b'karmelis. Very interesting halacha. You're walking in the street on Shabbos and you notice your tzitzis apostle. So you've got a problem now because you're carrying she'atal she'olov apostle lo yasirenu me'olov ad she'yagia lebeso. You don't have to take it off there and then, but you can walk home and you take it off when you get home. Why? The Godel Kavod Habriyos. Because there's a concept of Kavod Habriyos, and that saves you from having the embarrassment of taking it off in public. Says the Ramah, even a talis cotton, even a talis cotton, which is underneath your clothes, ein tzorach lifshoit, v'adinim nifsak echod min hatzitzia, so too, if one of your tzitzis broke, umisbayesh leishev below talis, and you're embarrassed to sit there without a talis, you can wear it without a bracha, mikayach kavod habriyos, because of kavod habriyos. V'dafka b'Shabbos the osalas of tzitzis, ava b'chol ki agavna osa, but on chol, you should take it off. You should not be wearing a talis or a tzitzis, which are apostle. Says the Mishnah Berurah, b'Shabbos, v'im yoda me'esmal v'shachach lahatzal bo tzitzis, if you knew about this yesterday, and you forgot to put the tzitzis on because you had a busy Friday, near a gamkein deloi kansin, it appears we also don't punish him. Okay, halacha tes. Kashehu bekarmelis, when he's in a karmelis, humakum shesham ein isa tiltarab midrabanan. There, the carrying, if the person is in a karmelis where the carrying itself is only a drabanan, ulakach ein tzorich lahose. The kavod habriyos doiche isa drabanan, because kavod habriyos is doiche the isa drabanan of carrying in a karmelis. V'afagav the tzitzis mitzvah say deraisa, even though the mitzvah of tzitzis is of course a deraisa, the deraisa lo dachim play kavod habriyos, and we're not doiche a deraisa because of kavod habriyos, only a drabanan. Mikol makom shari, nevertheless we allow it. The loy omra Torah lo silbash beged below tzitzis. The Torah doesn't say you can't wear a beged without tzitzis. Rak mitzvah asay lahatal bo tzitzis. There's just a mitzvah asay to wear tzitzis. For kivin shein yochel lahatal bo tzitzis b'Shabbos ein over mitzvah asay. He's not over an asay. For ein olav rak isim midrabanan. Ulakach chuta mipnei kavod habriyos, and that's why it's allowed mipnei kavod habriyos. Ve'ein tzorich livshet hatalis, and therefore you do not have to take off the talis. Avol b'shus rabim shehu min haTorah tzorich lefashte ben betalis gadol ben betalis cotton. But in the Rishus Rabim, where which is Minat Torah, the carrying, then Sarich Lefasha, you got to take it off. Bein Betalis Gadol, Bein Betalis Cotton. Even if you're in a state of undress in the Rishus Rabim, She'ein Kavod Habriyos Doiche Issa Deraisa Kazeh Bechol Gavni, because Kavod Habriyos will not be Doiche a Deraisa. Ulekamen Behilchas Shabbos. Yes, Hashem inspired the Yesh Machlokus and Bizman Hazeh Yesh Lan Din Rishus Rabim Olei. That's a big discussion whether nowadays generally we have the Rishus Rabim. That Hashem will get to. Venira Dim Hagadol Hu Sholem VaHapsulu Rak Ba'onof. If the Godel, i.e. the kesher parts, the first third, the kesher with the windings and the knots, if the psul is there and not in is not there, v'hapsul rak ba'anaf, which is in the strings part, in the tzitzis part, nuchel etzaref bezedas haril el. We could be mitzaref the shitta of the ri, which we learned in the previous siman, yeah, to machshe ve'in tzorach lefasha tekef, because according to the ri, it's kosher. And rak yimah leilech beza, but still we don't want to rely on that, like we said, and therefore you should try and get home quickly. Sivkotzen yud posel rotzolema bein shenifsek lo gam keren hatalis v'nasis basholish, or bein shenifsek lo achas mitzis yosel, whatever the psul is. Afilu hayo kvar posel b'shasha yotz mibesoi given the b'shasha lov shelo neidalai, since he didn't know lo kansinale, we don't penalize him, we don't make a knas. The gover kod labrius. Da afilu b'talis godel shelonu she'enon noegin nilboish oisa kol hayoyim ele be'es hatfila, even our big talis which we wear only in shul, l'shem mitzvah v'lek bizu b'hasras, and it's not such an embarrassment to take it off. Gam kein ein tzorech lasiro. The loy plug rabbanon is a loy plug bein betalis letalis. Fine. V'agon b'kivei b'chidush mefakvik b'zeh. Says the Ramah, even a talis which is tachas begodov, the loy min krimilsa achakachim hu hoylech kapli talis cotton. It's not so clear whether you're wearing a tzitzis or not under your shirt. Mikol mokum apshitu gnai b'yoseh, but taking it off in public is considered a gnai, and therefore you don't have to. Tzitzis. So we said this is Yud Beis, you've gotten Yud Beis. We said Hu adinim nifsak echod me'atzitzis u'mispayish leishev v'lo talis. Pirush. Bein shebol beis hakneses. He comes to shul. V'roitz a little beis talis, and he wants to put on his talis Shabbos morning. V'kodim levishas u'motza tzitzis psulim, and he opens up the talis and he sees that it's parcel. U'mispayish leishev v'rabim b'li talis. He's embarrassed to sit there in shul without the talis. To mutal lovshe b'li bracha. He's allowed to put it on without a bracha. Or whether in the middle of his wearing it, he noticed that it's possible. He doesn't need to take it off. It all depends on the nature of the person. But if he's not embarrassed, then you haven't got a heter of Kavod Habriyos because the guy is not embarrassed. Interestingly, in note 17 in the Dirshu, which you now all have, he says, there's no ism muksa on a talis which is possible. You could lend it to somebody else. It's got a din of a beged, and it could keep you warm. So therefore, it's not considered muktzah. Siv Kotzen Yud Gimel. The Yuchel Elovshay says the Ramah, you can wear it without a bracha. Dafke im noidele hayom. Dafke if it was transpired today. Avlim yodem erev Shabbos shat tzitzis psulin. If you knew on erev Shabbos that the tzitzis apostle, also the love Shabbos. Then you can't wear it on Shabbos because you should have fixed it from yesterday. But if you forgot, yesh lahakal says Riki Vega. So long as you can't find another talis, if your talis is broken, you can borrow another one, then just use that. There's only a drabonon. During the weekday, go and put on a kosher pair of tzitzis for Issa Torah. Afilu rak Issa the sheval taisa. Even though it's a sheval taisa, you're not actively violating anything. You're just preventing yourself from doing a mitzvah. Unless there's a gnai gadol, there's a tremendous disgrace. Therefore, you should not wear a talis gadol if you can see there is no tzitzis. To sit without a talis is considered the gnai cotton. If you're walking in the street and you notice one of the strings or one of the tzitzis snap, again you should take it off straight away. Taking off the talis gadol in the street is a gnai cotton. It's not such a big deal. You've still got your suit on. You've still got you've still got clothes on. It's not a problem. If once you put the talis on in shul and Shabbos or whenever, and you notice one of the tzitzis have broken, of apostle, many achronim and mekel, you have to take it off straight away. The sphere lehu, the kivin shul berhabim, beis hakneses, hapshitu gnai b'yoyse, taking it off in public, in shul, is a bit embarrassing. But just take it off at the first opportunity. The Chayodem was machme, usvir lei, to have pshitas talis gadol who rak gnai cotton. He says, no, it's a gnai cotton, it's a small thing to take off the talis. People take their talis on and off the whole time in shul. He holds like the Chayodem. What should you do? You should be mafke your talis. The oz potter lasos min tzitzis, because then it's potter from making tzitzis. And then you reacquire it. Also, this is going on the last bit. We said v'dafka b'Shabbos the osa laso tzitzis av b'chol b'chiyai gavni is osa. Ein b'magen Avram shemesik the mashe machmir haramo b'chol lo koya mashe kosav b'tchila v'afilu talis cotton. The b'talis cotton im noidle shatzis psulim the yesh lo gnai gadol, taking off your talis cotton from under your shirt is a gnai gadol. Leftar b'shas bein beis hakneses bein b'rabim, whether it's in shul, whether it's outside, that's ein sorech lefashtai. Peseda. Okay, we'll leave it there. Sorry. Sorry. I missed 3 more lines. To benai gadol deiche Kavod Habriyos. Sorry, I didn't realize it goes over the page. To benai gadol, for a gnai gadol Kavod Habriyos is deiche Kavod Habriyos. Afilu iser deraisa b'sheval taisa. Even something as choshev as a deraisa, which is sheval taisa. Ach tzorich lemah helelech l'beisa. But even in that situation, where there's a gnai gadol, you should go home quickly, or lebay shelifnei habeis hakneses, or go somewhere else, v'yafshetenu sham, and take it off. Afshu oisik bebeis hakneses bedvar mitzvah, mipnei shu isa Torah. Avu b'Shabbat ein tzorach lemar lo tzeitzim bebeis hakneses, kol oid shehu oisik b'mitzvah. V'harei b'chaver shnifsu kla tzitzis. If you see your friend whose tzitzis are broken, lo yom ala sheyav lebeiso. Better to wait to tell him until he gets home. Tahainu sheikra inu lova lebeiso v'shom yom ala shiftenu, and then you tell him to take it off. Oid kosav magen Avram dim ein tzitzis be'ir dinoik b'chol kamei b'Shabbos. If there's no tzitzis in town, then it's got the dinei b'chol kamei b'Shabbos. It's the same. V'adin talis demechuyev rak midrabanan kagoin shula lachash leishim yom. For example, a borrowed talis more than 30 days, dinei b'chol kamei b'Shabbos. It has the same status on chol as it would do, as we said, described on Shabbos. Okay, say that. We'll leave it there.